Hello and welcome to another episode of Satisfactory. As a beautiful sunrise is here, so let's get to building. As in the last episode, I said that I get a bunch of research done, and I have. So let's go take a peek. We've got a map we could just plop down here. Caterium, 80% researched. The only thing I haven't done is PowerPoint Mark 3s. I don't really need those right now. They'll be pretty easy to get started here, but programmable splitters and the geothermal generator require supercomputers, which we don't have yet. And then quartz is 100% done. So we have our radio control units and our radar technology and everything all ready to go. So this just needs tubes and high-speed connectors, right? So they should be around here somewhere. Yeah, this place has tubes. Steal some. And high-speed connectors should be relatively close, and we can just get that researching. Why not? Ah, yeah, here's some high-speed connectors. I don't know if that's enough, but we shall find out in just a second here. Caterium research. Oh, I need 3 more. I'll just steal 3 from the belt. There we go. And get that bad boy researching. Okay. So beyond that, we have everything we need in order to do turbo motors and supercomputers, I believe. At least I think. Let's grab a few more of those just because I can. And we need to get down to the other end. Thankfully, we can just dash along our conveyors here. So you are... this is the crystal oscillators, I want to say. Yeah, crystal oscillators. The next one here is radio control units, as we need 2.5 crystal oscillators per minute. And we are currently making 2 crystal oscillators per minute because we have 2 of these factories. So we should probably expand this out 1 here. Just cause. So that is in the middle of a block. So it should be the middle of this block right here for those 3. And then if I grab the manufacturer and align it this way, and then it should snap in like so. Come on, there you go. Nice. That fits wonderfully. Extend the power line out here again. And extend out the conveyor belts. So we'll be making 3 crystal oscillators, so slightly more than we fully need, but that is absolutely fine. I might need to go down and rebalance the amount of quartz crystals we're making. I think we have 3. Do we have 3 of them? I think we might be actually fine. I think we have 3 of them at 22.5 per minute. So if these are 3 at 18 per minute, we should actually be absolutely fine for the amount of quartz crystals that we are creating. And then out this other side, again with the belts and crystal oscillators, 3 per minute. Excellent. So you are heat sinks, rubber, oscillators, and computers. So let's just run those lines here. So I believe I've moved most of things over here. There's heat sinks. There's oscillators right there. So on the splitters, I'm going to need the oscillators, those heat sinks, and then rubber computers. So I've got to head down my lines here until I can find a rubber and computers, which, oh no, I don't have my thing set up beside me here. Just show me which one it is. I'll get that set up in a moment here. My little spreadsheet. Computers. Okay, there's rubber. Computers is right there. Okay, I just got to run that down. And just keep doing it with Mark IV belts. Boom, and right there. And keep it going down. So that is... Is that straight? Or does that go up one? I find that difficult to tell from this angle. Let's climb up and see. Okay. So you are on the third rung down from the top. So that's good there. Boom. And then you're going till there. And we can just keep flowing forward with our computers. And I think I need to do one more. Right? Yeah, because this is where I'm eventually going here. So, there. Okay. And then, lining up with this, we're going to splitter on the computers there. And that's good. And then the last thing is rubber, and that is right here. And this is this line on the bottom rung. Perfection. And I think there should just be room here to do all of them directly. What we'll have is we'll have this one go over top the rubber, and then hopefully there's enough room for it to sneak down right there. But I believe there should be. At least that would be the hope. Oh, God damn it. I always screw up the most basic little jumps here. So if this goes to on top of there, and then goes down to that one, that works. Then you can go to there. You can go to not there because I don't have enough stuff for it. That's okay. It should be right below me, if I'm not mistaken. Ah, yes it is. It is right below me. Give me some more of that wonderful, wonderful materials. Oh, and I also installed these. They're Mark V belts, and they're just for getting you around the factory, run along them, and go super fast. And they're great. Whee! I can't wait till I get some fuel built up, and I can jetpack from this, and then just tap my jetpack and keep flying. And I'll keep flying forever, and it'll be wonderful. Alright, so you go to there, you go to there, and you are radio control units. Excellent. Okay, radio control units. I'm not sure what they're used for yet, but we'll figure that out in a moment here. And up, turbo motors. Hey, we needed radio control units for you. So, radio control units need to be on one of my lines here. I'm not sure where to put them yet, but I'll figure it out. But the other things are the heat sinks, which I already have pretty much here, rubber, which I already have here, and I have to go and run motors. So there is the rubber. This is the heat sinks there. So we can get a couple of these done here. That's there. That there. Easily leap up to these. And we'll go same way. We'll go onto the top of this one. And then down into the second highest. And this one will go into the bottom. And just give me a second, I'll cut it out and I'll go and go get the motors and bring them forward. Okay. Motors are in position. And that should be another splitter here. off of... Which line is that? That one right there. Well, so then... Radio control units. Okay. So where the hell am I going to put radio control units? Do I even have any spare space here? Like, let's go take a look at the beginning of this whole thing. And this is what this walkway is for. Getting across here super fast is wonderful. So I have had to brought up these 2 extra lines here. So if I look at these lines, do I have anything? Yes, I have concrete on this line. That is not on my list. There we go. Concrete. There. So that is what's in that slot. So all of these for line A, B, C, D, E, F, and G have been called for. These are all full. Some of these things we're not using up here, like the flexible frameworks and things. We haven't not using them yet, but these are all full or called for as they're being made further on. So far, we've got, out of this one, this is silica-based stuff. So we've got silica and quartz crystals. This is aluminum-based stuff. So this is aluminum, heat sinks, and then I'm thinking batteries are going to be here next. Then I guess we could do radio control and turbo on this line. Yeah, so batteries, radio control, turbo motors in that order. So radio control units go there and turbo motors will go there. So it'll be the very furthest to the right, radio control, then turbo. Turbo at the top. And we can just zip back along our quick walkway here. Boing. It makes getting around the factory so much faster, because you can just get from one end of it to the other in just a matter of moments. So we'll extend both of those. And we're going to need a merger, because we've got radio control units here, but we need to put them onto our line. So, from the second highest here, and across, then a merger, and we'll plop the merger down on the line, and then take away the previous one. And it's too long. You can get to there at least. There we go. And now those radio control units are off. And they are at that second highest point there. Okay, good. So then from here, radio control units can split. And we'll have to... Okay, will this go from there into the third one nicely? No, it won't. This needs to hop over something as well to get down there nicely. Okay, this one can just go into that one easy. I don't have to worry about that. Then from here, I guess we could just do a little bit of trickiness here. Silly thing about some of these, God, it's so hard to climb these things. About some of these conveyors is they'll just sort of go anywhere. So you can literally just attach a conveyor to a conveyor like that, and that works for some reason. And I'm not going to question it, because it makes my factory compact. And we have our radio control units coming in. We have 3.75 per minute here. Do I have that? Am I making 3.75 per minute? What am I making? 2.5 per minute. So, I'm going to have to double this. And then I'm going to need way more crystal oscillators. because then I'll need 5. So I'll need 5 of these, and then I'll need more. Oh god, it's the freaking Satisfactory curse. If I want to get this moving, I need to double that, and then double this, and then go downstairs and double that down there. And then, oh no, I don't have enough resources coming in the first place. I'll have to double that as well, sort of thing. And everything just falls apart. For now, do I even have the resources? I don't even have the plastic on me to do this. I would need to get more resources to double that, but at least it is functioning. This is getting radio control units, and it is making me turbo motors. So I can at least have that going. And then the turbo motors is the top line, so we'll go merger. We'll get aligned with the merger here, and we'll put it on the top line. Take back everything from before, as it is not required. And we'll transfer these turbo motors out and up onto the belts. Our first turbo motor being produced here. There it is. There it goes. Turbo motor. Mine. Oh. Glory. That is absolutely excellent. Because now, turbo motors is what we need for miner Mark IIIs. So if I get 5 of those turbo motors, I can start going around to these different places where I have Mark IIs, and I can start replacing them and setting them as Mark IIIs. And I can start really saturating all of the stuff in my base. Because I've been designing all of my sort of sets of foundries and constructors and stuff like that on the base level to run off of 480 per minute. However, I haven't been doing 480 per minute. I've been really doing just like 240 per minute, because I've been running a lot of Mark II miners and stuff like that. So I can really pump things up and get things going. Although, there's a few places on the map, such as the Quartz Cave, where that's already 480 per minute, because I have 2 pures there, and they're both running with, what does it be? They're both running with Mark IIs, which would then give you two 240s, which would give you your 480. So for that, I not only have to upgrade that, but I also probably have to upgrade the conveyor belt Mark V, or run a second Mark IV belt into the base. But hey, I could get some Mark V belts and then have 780 resources. I think eventually I'll probably make every single belt in this base Mark V, considering we've got a lot of aluminum coming in, and we're stockpiling it over there. But what else do we have to build? I do need some plastic, so I should go get some plastic, because we need to build another manufacturer and see what recipe we have remaining here. And I'll just nom some plastic here at the end. It's easier than traveling down to find who has plastic available inside of them. Alright. Manufacturer won't fit there, that's fine. Let's plop a manufacturer down there real quick. And what recipes do we have left? We have batteries. That eventually needs to be done. I need to bring up the sulfur, whichever line that's on, and see if that comes through properly, because I think that might be on a line that is like turning into gunpowder, and so I'll have to do that. So supercomputers, we can so do supercomputers right now, and then we can start getting the last bit of that research, and then we'll have to get to that, get into that eventually. But nuclear is our next big power change. After that is, we'll look at the MAM here real quick. We got Power Cores Mark III, and after we get geothermal generators, because geothermal is free, no resources required, free 3.6 gigawatts or something like that, 3,600 units of power, and it's just always being made. So I believe if you hit every single one in the map, you get 3.6. So that would be 3,600 more megawatt hours, and that would cover all of my consumption right now. So I actually wouldn't be using any coal or petroleum coke, because I have the coal plant and the petroleum coke plant over at the oil. I wouldn't be using any of that for power. I would be entirely running off of the geothermal, and then when I needed it, the coal and stuff would kick back on, which is great. So I really want to get to that stuff soon. So that requires supercomputers. So we need to set up some supercomputers, which will be right down here. We have room, I believe, on this level for one more manufacturer setup. And then actually, we've gotten to the point where we're going to need to make another level to this base, because I've run out of space to go this way without hitting my oil. So we're going to need to go up and then do our like batteries and stuff like that up there, which is silly to say the least. So that's going to go there, 2, 3, 4. This goes at the far end right here. There. In the last box. And then this one, it gets aligned so that it is, if I'm not mistaken, just back behind that there. Yeah, it's aligned with the end of the block. Okay. So flip it around. And right there. Perfect. Logistics. We'll get that. Supercomputers are going to go in the silica line, somewhere in there. I don't know yet. But let's get the recipe in here. Supercomputer. Computers, AI, high-speed, plastic. Okay. We'll get these sent in there. Get the power run. I'll just get all the infrastructure done beforehand, before I get the resources here. Okay, and now I just need to go run the resources, which should just take me a moment. Some of this stuff is already nearby. I know plastic is there, and that is the third up right here. 1, 2, 3. And I'm probably going to need to go get some more belting materials as well. So give me a moment to run those resources out to the supercomputer area. And with those guys arriving, that's everything we need. So, computers, AI limiters, high-speed connectors, and plastic. So we've got AI limiters, computers, high-speed connectors, and then over here is plastic. So for our splitters, very easy. These three. Bum. And then this one, unfortunately, is a little bit behind it. So we'll go off to the side. And hopefully that's far enough away for it to work. Put that one to the bottom. And then there. There. And there. And that should be all of my computer biddlies that need to go into here to make supercomputers. Excellent. Ah, baby. So we've got turbo motors there. Batteries are going to go here, right? Because that's going to be in the aluminum line. So we don't really have space in the sort of regular computer line. I could move crystal oscillators, because they're kind of like quartzy, so they should go in the quartzy area, which is this tower here. And then I can put supercomputers there. But, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'll just throw supercomputers up here at the top level on this one with not enough frickin' stuff. Tis my issue right now. I'll just salvage these. Who cares? I just need some things right now. That's gonna go to there. I just need to slap a merger down, line it up, slap it in, connect it up. It's too far. Fine. There and there. And there's my first supercomputer heading off on its way. The joys of high-level crafting. Supercomputers. I think when we go up one more level here, it's going to be a short level, because, I mean, there's not many more manufacturing recipes that we need to do. Alternatively, it could just be a half level. Theoretically, what we could do is we could just ramp up and do another couple manufacturers out. It might look kind of silly. Yeah, we'll just go up one more level, do a couple more things up there, and then we can build a mall where we can have every single resource all in storage containers, and just, oh, I need 1,000 supercomputers, and they'll all just be there and built and pre-made and ready to rock, and don't have to worry about anything. But next major thing here is we have essentially our end game manufacturing all done. Again, we'll just shovel up some plastic here into my face in order to get enough to build another manufacturer. But I think, let's plop one down. When we make the next level, there's not much that we need to make there. We're missing batteries. I think I have a manufacturer here for rifles. I just don't have black powder there. I need to do gas filters, which is what, coal? So I need coal going along my belts. Oh god, I'm gonna have to set up a whole nother belt because I need coal and sulfur to get up here. For coal, sulfur for the battery, coal for the gas filter, then the gas filter go into iodine gas filter so that we can do it with our hazmat suits. Beyond that, nuclear fuel rods, and then eventually, if they add anything else to the game, whatever those parts will be. But so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we don't want to do nuclear fuel rod here, so 3 more recipes, and then we've got essentially every single resource being crafted at this base, which is freaking awesome. Silly me thinking originally that I could get by with, you know, just a few of these lines, and then it ended up being this freaking giant spaghetti of lines of resources. But hey, it has been made. We do have the turbo motors now, and if I collect them all up, we should have enough to go and build a Mark III miner somewhere. So that is going to be our celebration for this video, is let's go and build a Mark III miner somewhere and double some form of input. I'm thinking we have enough to do 2 of them right now. So somewhere where there's, like, say, what's fun? What would be an exciting thing to double up? Probably my... Okay, what is coming in here that is being constantly used? We'll go by need. So this Caterium here isn't coming in fast enough. So isn't that coal there? It's coming in at whatever rate it is. This iron, this coal, yeah, they're being used constantly. So let's go double up the coals. So those coals are my coal. I think it's here, or is it here and out here? So let's go do those 2, as they are the most deserving. And I need coal. Coal is good. So I should have my Explorer vehicle all set up here. And for that Mark III, I have enough to place down 2 of these. Yes, I have enough steel pipes and everything. I just need to grab a handful of miners and we can take off to go and upgrade our coal production. And what I'll do probably, yeah, sort of in between episodes for a while here is, you know, every time I record an episode, I'll stockpile some more of the turbo motors, and then I'll take those out at the end of the episode and go and upgrade a few places, and then slowly all of my production will be upgraded and doubled up into wonderfulness. And here is coal number 1. You are my first Mark III miner, which is appropriate because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this was my first Mark II miner in the world as well. Ah, beautiful. And I didn't need that many. I just needed like a 1 more or something in order to get this online, because it already had a couple in it. But 480 coal per minute out of a single node. Oh, look at that. It is flooding a full tier 4 line. Oh, I just want to kiss you. You're beautiful. Look. Oh my. If I went back to when I first started this world and I could see resources being made that bloody quickly, I would have a seizure. It would be amazing. It would just be like too much. I couldn't take it. And here we got this coal fully saturated. And now just to pop on over to the spot where the other coal is and get that fully saturated, which I should be able to drive right there. Oh, come on. Fine, I'll go this way where there's a little bit more gap. That's where I got through before. Yeah, there we go. As we can mostly follow this line, although I believe the line does go over top of a chasm up here, so we need to you know, not drive into the chasm. But beyond that, we can just follow our lines back out to where they came from, past this copper node here, and a Schlummerschloop thing that we need to gather eventually. You might have heard a bark there. It's hot in the summer. Got my window open. Neighbor's dog is loud. What can I do about it? It's a cute dog, so I'll let it slide. Oh, there he goes again. Just the woof woofs of a puppy. Alright. Stay. Good vehicle. And then up here, and is a beautiful coal upgrade to Mark III. Ah. Oh wow, that's a cool look at the base from over here. We zoom in with the camera. You can see the entire base from here. Oh, I should totally make myself a ramp or a ladder or some kind of structure to get myself up on top of that right there, and then make a little like gazebo so I can like look over my entire base and all the resource lines heading into it. But beautiful 480 coal per minute. As we quick save and freeze up for a moment, let's go jump in the car here and zip on back base, try to race that coal back and see it in action in our various construction, because this is all the if I'm not mistaken, the steel coal. There's the front of it. I'm gonna beat it back to base. I gotta cut it off here. Go a little to the right, actually, because there's a cliff face over there I don't want to drive past. because it would be very annoying if I drove off the cliff. Where's the coal? Come on, coal. There you are. It's coming. Let's see. If I'm pacing this, it's 35-ish kilometers an hour. The materials as they're heading towards the base. Nice. There's a pretty good speed for a conveyor belt. God, this thing's wiggly when it drives. It just does not want to drive in a straight line. Park the vehicle where it should be, and then run the last bit. Good thing that the coal has to go up there and around there, so even though I'm going to be running slower than the the conveyor belt will go, I can get over here in time, and I will see it go into the steel production. And then the only thing we should be lacking for in the steel production is iron. What? Not up. Not up. Keep going. Straight. Ah, here we go. Steel production. Our coal is completely saturated. And our next bit of coal should be coming in here soon. Oh, God, it's so bumpy and jumpy. Let's just climb up here. And we can watch it as normal speed coal from before, and then eventually it'll have the break, and then solid coal. Okay, there's the break. Just a few seconds later. Now there's no coal. Then it takes like 10 seconds for those things to set up properly. And then here comes this wall of pure 480 coal coming into my base. Yeah! Doubled my resources! Oh, now it's just a solid black line of wonderfulness. And these heading down into my refineries here. Yeah. As our iron is all backed up, but our coal is a little low. So now, with a steady supply of coal and a bunch of backed up iron, every single one of these should kick on. Oh, we're probably going to use too much power here. But all of these ones that were yellow before because they weren't getting enough coal, and they've all been backed up with iron, they're going to kick on because there's enough coal coming down the lines now. So we're just going to start making a absolute ton of steel. And that's great. But that is going to be it for now. I'm going to let the game run for a bit. I'm going to get some more turbo motors from the manufacturers upstairs. I'm going to go out, and for the main resources that I'm using, my few iron lines, I've got the coal lines done here, my sulfur line, my quartz lines, that kind of stuff. I'm going to double them all up. I'm going to get them bringing in as much resources as I can and get my production down here really rocking. Then, for next episode, I think we'll go one more level up, I want to say. And get the last couple manufacturer recipes going with batteries and that kind of stuff. And then, it's time, I think, to do nuclear stuff and work on nuclear power plants. So we'll need to go find uranium, we'll need to refine that uranium, do the whole process, probably somewhere else so we don't have to deal with the waste here, and then just run a power line out to it. But that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching, and good hunting out there, fellow pioneers.